Kakashi stood in front of Hiruzen as he started explaining everything to Hiruzen about Naruto. He was not going to leave any details, but of course he did not say things he did not know or had confirmed. He basically knew that Naruto speed, or rather lightning, had something to do with the lightning that struck Kusina. He knew that at least, so he told Hiruzen about that, and Hiruzen said, "We don't know what truly happened to him, and we don't know how much potential that lightning has. So let's keep an eye on him." That Lord Hokage, are you not going to care more about him and this new power of his? It would be disastrous if he loses control of this power. So we should at least send few more Anbuj to look after him, or at least make someone take care of him while he's growing as well. At this moment, Kakashi realized that it wasn't him speaking as a ninja, or rather he was speaking as disciple of Minato. And since Naruto was child of Minato, he was obviously going to take care of the things that are important to Naruto, especially when he has a chance. Like, he did not get I don't think Kakashi would ever choose to ignore Naruto if he was in a right condition. You have to understand the true scope of trauma that Kakashi went through. It was enormous. Like, he had to watch his friend die. He had to watch his father. Kakashi was in deep trauma, and this was the reason why he was not capable of raising Naruto, and not to mention he was not that enough to take care of Naruto. So obviously he was not going to take care of Naruto personally, but now that he got a chance to speak for Naruto, he was not going to just sit back and let Hiruzen do whatever he wants. Of course, Hiruzen did not consider this because he had his own problems. I don't know whether it was because just of his personality, or because he did not want to, or rather he was tied by Danjo and other elders. We don't know that. Let's just assume that Hiruzen was not capable of helping Naruto to live a normal life. He could only give some money to Naruto and let him live by himself. Of course, we are not going to discuss much into that. And so after Kakashi made his point, he obviously leaves the Hokage building, and then he goes to Naruto's house. Now that he was involved with Naruto, he wanted to look after, not totally look after like letting him live with himself, but he would try to be more of a parental figure for Naruto. So he went to Naruto's house. He did not reveal his Anbu identity, rather he went there with his real face, like removed the mask, obviously. Of course, that piece of clothing, he's not going to remove that. He would still keep that. And as he went to Naruto's house, he found Naruto was already asleep. He found that there was not much to do there. After all, Naruto was already asleep, so he decided to leave. But just while he was leaving, he found something interesting. He saw some bottle of milk on the table, and he found that there was nothing much in the kitchen, right? There was a small kitchen, but there wasn't nothing there. So he just scrolled through the kitchen and found nothing except instant ramen, and this ticked him off a little, because although he was really traumatized by his past event, he was still Kakashi. He was still Minato's disciple. Obviously, he was not just going to let Naruto live this way. Even if he had to teach Naruto how to live a healthy life, he would do that, but he cannot come here often. So he thought for a moment, and he left a note on the desk with some money on it, and then he finally leaves the house. After a while, Naruto wakes up. He feels tiredness throughout his body. He was real tired. After all, he had used speed force and hadn't consumed any nutritious food for a while. So the first thing, he goes to the kitchen and finds instant ramen. But as he was trying to cook the instant ramen, he found a note on the table, and there was a yellow envelope next to it. He was surprised by this note, and when he looked at the note, he read the note and found that someone named Kakashi Hatake had left the money in the envelope and told him to eat nutritious food rather than instant ramen. He loved ramen not because he loved ramen, but rather that was the only food that kept him alive. Like, he had no money to buy other kind of food, so he was only able to eat ramen. And now that he got some money, like money that could buy something more than just ramen, he was obviously excited. But he did not know who Kakashi was. He had no idea about Kakashi. He just thought for a moment and decided to ignore it. After all, he had no idea at all. So he goes to the shop and tries to buy something to eat. Obviously he goes for meat, but not surprisingly, the meat shopkeeper doesn't give him anything. He doesn't sell meat to Naruto. He tries to chase Naruto away from the shop, and there was someone else watching this from afar. It was not surprisingly a little man, a young man with a strange spiky hair, and he walked up to Naruto. He then said, "Give me the money. I will buy it for you." And when he said that, Naruto looked at him with surprise. He was still on the ground because shopkeeper had thrown him away, and so Naruto looked up and see an unknown face because he still hasn't attended academy, so he didn't know this person. But Naruto still gave him the money, and the boy went to the meat shop and get back with some meat. He gave the packet of meat to Naruto and said, "It was a drag, but I guess I can just ignore a kid like me getting roughed off by an adult. My name is Shikamaru. What's yours?" He extended his hands and asked. Naruto was surprised by this approach because this was the first time someone actually introduced himself and even asked for a handshake. Naruto excitedly shook his hand and said, "My name is Naruto Uzumaki." And he didn't say that he was going to become a Hokage right now, but he just said his name. And "Alright, Naruto, need to leave, otherwise my mom would beat me up." Saying so, Shikamaru instantly left Naruto, and Naruto once again became alone. He walked back to his home and started cooking something. He didn't know how to cook this piece of meat, so he just put it inside ramen and heat it up. While eating, he found the meat was a bit uncooked, but he didn't care. He was just happy to eat meat, and he ate all of it. After that, he went to sleep once again. He felt a strange energy inside his body, but he didn't care. Rather, he didn't know how to respond to this, so he just slept. And while he was sleeping in his bed in Shikamaru's house, Shikamaru asked something to his father. "Dad, there is a boy named Naruto. I talked to him and even shook his hand, but while returning, something came to my mind. Why does everyone hates him? Like, why does adults don't like him so much?" Shikaku and his wife were stunned by their son's question, but eventually Shikaku asked, "Do you not like him?" "No, I mean, I don't hate him. We just talk right now, so I was not sure what to do." Shikaku walked up to his son and patted his head, saying, "You don't have to be afraid to be friends with anyone. If they turn out to be bad person, just break up your friendship with them." Saying his words, Shikamaru nodded his head and he went to his bed. At this moment, Shikaku's wife walked near him and said, "Is it really okay for our son to go near him?" "Of course it's okay. He is fourth Hokage's son after all. There is nothing wrong he did." "But then why do third Hokage keeps his mouth shut about Naruto's parents?" Hearing her question, Shikaku did not reply. He shook his head, and his wife then did not ask anything more. There were some thing that Shikaku could not tell her, and these were personal secrets of the village. Morning, Naruto woke up. He brushed his teeth and he finishes his breakfast. After that, he walks out of his house and runs toward the forest. He doesn't know how to utilize his speed force, and he doesn't want to either. So he was just running at normal speed. And as he goes to the forest, he hears a voice inside his head. Brat, you are being followed, you know that? When Naruto hears that, he looks around and he doesn't see anyone at all. Of course, he realizes that he cannot find the ninja if they are too powerful for him. So he just starts ignoring them and starts doing whatever he was planning on doing, which is basically training. He wanted to train with his powers, or rather new power. So he had brought quite a lot of instant noodles in the bag of cloth. He puts the bag of cloth on near under the tree and start focusing his speed force. Obviously he doesn't know speed force for now, he just calls it lightning, red lightning. So as he closes his eyes and focuses on the red lightning, he feels his body vibrating really fast, and he also feels himself getting weaker by a second, even though he should be getting stronger. Right now he was a lot stronger than before. Makes an intention to move forward, and with this intention his body suddenly follows the routine as he steps forward. But this step was so fast that his body just traveled hundreds of meters straight in front of the forest, and finally stops when he collides against the tree. But as he falls down, he finds his red lightning disappearing and his body returning to normal. But he also finds himself remaining really weak at this moment. So he asks Ninetale, why can't I use this power without getting tired? And Ninetale replies, that's because you are too small to use this kind of power, brat. You need to grow up before you start using this power. And thinking of growing up, Naruto scratches his head and stands up. But as he stands up, he finds there was not a single wound on his body. He just collided against the tree, but he was extremely fine. So he asks Ninetales, is this you're doing? Ninetales replies, no, I didn't send you my chakra. If I had, then it would be due to my chakra, but currently I think it was due to the red lightning that you have. This lightning can heal me? Naruto asked with surprise. He didn't know that lightning could heal him. I don't know how this works, but I think it does heal you. Now get up and start practicing with this lightning more. If you don't, you'll only remain weak and get killed before even you become a proper ninja. When Ninetales said that, Naruto stood up with determination and started working on its new power once again. At this moment, Ninetales was inside his seal and he was scheming something. Right now I have two choices, whether I help this brat or whether I remain silent. I could choose to remain silent, but if I do that, then this brat won't give up his body to me. There won't be any kind of trust between us, and I know there will be a lot of bloodshed in his life because he is a demon bearing me inside of him. So he will obviously get angered and hatred by others. So that would be my chance to escape this damn seal, and for that I need to build a relationship with him, especially now that I have a reason to do so. To mention, I cannot escape this seal unless that brass lifts the seal himself. That is the only way to escape this damn seal, and I have to find that chance. Whether for that I have to create a good relationship with him or even lie to him, it doesn't matter. I will do whatever it takes to escape this damn seal. Right guys, let's bring the video to the end, and if you like this video, please click on subscribe and like button. Also don't forget to turn on the notification bell for the further update, and I'll see you soon in the next part.